Namaste yogis, welcome to my channel. My name is Kassandra and today I'm going to take you through a quick 10-minute sequence for strength. So full body strength, especially if you're new to the practice or new to yoga or you're just really starting to build that foundational strength. This is a great flow to do on a regular basis. And even if you've been practicing for a while, I guarantee there will be some poses and transitions in here that you'll probably want to integrate and do more regularly. Strength is never a bad thing. You can't really have too much of it. So I'm gonna ask you to have one block and we're gonna use it right away. So sitting on your heels, if that's comfortable, try to sit your hips down. If not, you can always just sit cross-legged, but I do find it a little bit easier to do it in this way. So grabbing a hold of your block, you're gonna place it in between your palms and stretch your arms out in front of you. Try to keep your hands at the same height as your shoulders, spread your fingertips wide, elbows straight, and all you're going to do is retract and protract the shoulders. So you're squeezing your shoulder blades back, pushing into the block, and then reaching the block a few inches out in front of you. So very subtle, small motions, learning to strengthen and engage our shoulders, really important. Try not to bend your elbows here. And really remember what this motion feels like as you have the block, because later on we're going to do the same thing but from our plank pose. So just squeezing the shoulder blades back and then pushing out into the palms. Take one more here. And reach your arms up overhead, bend into the elbows and lift up through your chest, just stretching into the pectorals, into the triceps. And let's release. Place the block out in front of you, forearms on the mat, and you want your elbows to be just as wide as the block. And then you can step your feet back, push your hands into the block, and find your forearm plank. So forearm plank, my hips are not high as if I'm doing dolphin, and they're not low so that I'm, compressing my low back. Try to push back into your heels and magnetize pubic bone to sternum. Push your hands into the block as much as possible to engage through the upper arms and reach the crown of your head forward. So 3 breaths here. Draw your navel in towards your lower back. Take one big breath, super strong, and carefully set your hips back down. You can just move your block off to the side, little Sphinx pose as you stretch your chest forward. And exhale to lower down. Let's reach our arms out in front of us. Keep your palms facing in towards one another. Back of the neck stays long. So my head is lifted here just because I need you guys to be able to hear me, but really you'd have your forehead down on the ground. Fingertips spreading wide. As you inhale, lift your head, lift your right arm, and lift your left leg off the mat. And push into your left hand and into your right foot. As you exhale, lower back down. Let's switch sides. Inhale, left arm, right leg up. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Exhale, soften. 2 more on each side. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale, left arm, right leg up. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach and lift long. Exhale, lower. Last one here. Inhale, left arm up, right leg up. Exhale to lower. Slide your hands back, palms beside the shoulders. Inhale, lift chin, chest, and palms off the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. Exhale to lower down. 2 more here. Inhale, lift and squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale to lower. Plant your hands underneath your chest. Draw your navel in towards your lower back. And with a super straight spine, see if you can just push up. Keep your knees on the ground and just lift up. So engaging triceps. Tailbone reaches down, firm up the belly, and come all the way back down to the mat. We're just gonna do it one more time. Lift your shoulders away from you. Core is strong. Squeeze the belly. Push all the way up. And press it back, child's pose, reach out long. Just stretch out through your arms. And let's come forward, tabletop pose on hands and knees. Palms underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Similar to what we did laying on our bellies, reach your right arm forward, left leg up. Feel your left hip rotate down so your toes are pointing down to the floor. Straighten out the limbs and push that left elbow straight. Squeeze into the glutes to lift the heel up a little higher. Take an inhale to lengthen, and then exhale, bend the elbow and the knee together to touch. 2 more like this. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale to reach. Exhale to contract. Inhale, lengthen out. Now bring your right hand down to the mat. Left toes to the floor. Roll to the inner edge of that left foot and extend your arm up. You're going to bend the elbow and bring your hand to the back of your head. Think of pushing down into your left foot and see if you can pick up the right knee from off the mat. Tap your left elbow and your right knee together. Inhale, drop the knee down, open your chest. Exhale, squeeze and contract, engage your obliques. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, squeeze it down, side plank pose, straighten the right leg, reach your left arm up, and then reach your left arm up and overhead. Big diagonal line here, a big breath in. Left hand down, plank pose. Firm up the belly. Push your heels back and down. Zip the core in. So pubic bone draws in, tailbone lengthens back. Extend the crown of your head forward. We're gonna take a chaturanga push-up coming right back to plank. So inhale to the tips of your toes. Exhale, chaturanga, hover halfway. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, tabletop to child's pose. Stretch out long. Should feel the arms and the core start to work. And tabletop, hands and knees. Palms under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Firm up the belly, so draw the navel in towards your lower back. Reach your left arm up, right leg up. Roll the right hip down. Stretch your left fingertips away from your back foot and try to flatten out your lower back. Really squeeze into your glutes to lift the heel up even higher. Take an inhale to stretch and exhale, contract, elbow and knee together. Twice more here. Inhale, stable as you lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Last one. Inhale, stretch. Exhale to contract. Set your left hand down. Step the right toes back. Roll to the inner edge of your right foot. Reach your right arm up and bring your hand towards the back of your head. Push down into your right foot, and as you exhale, lift the left knee up. Bring your elbow and your knee together to touch. Inhale, step it back down, open your chest. Exhale, contract, squeeze and lift. Inhale, back down, open up, last one. Exhale, squeeze. Side plank pose, step the left leg straight. Reach your right arm up and over, bicep along the ear. Lengthen your fingers away from your feet. Plank pose, right hand down. From this plank pose, see if you can shift forward onto the tips of your toes. Chaturanga, halfway. Inhale, back to plank. Knees down, hips back, child's pose. Stretching out nice and long. And let's come forward. We'll find plank pose one last time. Tuck your toes under, spread the fingertips wide, and just like what you did with the block, 5 times you're gonna drop the chest down just an inch or 2, and then push it back up. So my elbows are not moving at all. It's really just my chest that's moving a little here. So take a few more. Really working the shoulders. Last one. And knees can come down, child's pose, rest. And let's lift on up. Grab a hold of your block and lower down onto your back. So we're gonna place the block in between the upper inner thighs, engaging the adductors. So feet flat to the mat, hip width distance apart. Roll your shoulders back so you can push them into the floor a little bit. Squeeze your block as much as you possibly can. push into your heels. Continue to squeeze your block as you lift your hips up. Low back off the floor, mid back off the floor. Squeeze as much as you can. Reach your tailbone towards your knees. Think of digging down into your heels and dragging them back towards your shoulders. One more big breath here. And slowly roll down inch by inch. Let's come back up into it. Same thing, push into your heels, curl tailbone up, lift. And now really squeezing your block more than you think you can. You're going to lean on your right leg and see if you can lift the left leg off the mat, keeping your thighs parallel and in line. So your left foot is about at a 45-degree angle from the floor. Bend the left knee, foot comes back down, switch the weight. Same thing on the other side, right leg straightens. Keep the knees at the same height, the thighs at the same height. Continue to breathe, push your shoulders back. Right knee bends, push into the feet, squeeze, lift up a little higher. And exhale, lower all the way back down. Move your block off to the side and away. Draw your knees into the belly. Little squeeze here. And we're going to rock up to take a seat. Keep your feet out in front of you, knees bent. Bring your hands back behind you, under the shoulders roughly. Spread your fingertips wide, feet hip-width distance apart. Let's take our reverse tabletop pose. Push into your feet, inhale, squeeze and lift up as you open through the chest. Big breath in here. And on the exhale, you're going to straighten your legs, send your hips back. Hug in, squeeze your core. 2 more like this. Inhale, press up, reverse table. Exhale, straighten the legs. Try to keep your hips off the ground. Last one. Inhale, full body toning here. Exhale, squeeze, lift. And set your hips back down. Take a seat. Close your eyes. Sitting up nice and tall, roll your shoulders back. And just feel that activation through the entire body. Let's bring our hands together at the front of the heart. We'll take a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose and big exhale out the mouth. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis, for doing this quick strengthening practice with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure if you do this on a regular basis, you'll start to see some improvements in core strength, leg strength, shoulders, all that good stuff. And if you are looking for more of these shorter 10-minute practices, you can check out my 5 to 15-minute playlist either here on YouTube or in my Yoga with Kassandra mobile app. Definitely go and check out that app. There's lots of other exclusive content that you can't find on YouTube. And that's about it. Please do subscribe to my channel. I put new content out every single week. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.